Are you awake? Oh, you are? Fantastic! Even though I absolutely adore your cute little sleepy face, just that one adorable expression, unfortunately, won't be enough to satisfy my undying hunger for you. This is why today is such a special day. No, it isn't because it's our anniversary or anything, although it has been about a month since I brought you up here to the mountains. Oh, come on, darling. We need to be far away from civilization that would only want to corrupt and take away what's rightfully mine. No, it's just that I decided that it's about time we did some much needed bonding time together. And not like how we do it right now, where you sleep peacefully and I watch over you like your lovely savior. No, we are gonna do something more active that we can both enjoy doing while fully aware of each other's utter devotion. The reason why I didn't do it sooner was because I was a bit more preoccupied with keeping you safe and preventing any hazardous attempts of escape. But because you haven't tried anything stupid these past 2 weeks, I think now we can finally begin with our honeymoon phase properly. Look what I got you. Your very own custom-built wheelchair. Specially designed to be extra comfortable in practically every aspect, especially including the restraints. Can't you at least act like you're excited? This is the exact reason why we aren't doing what we are doing today. Actually, I don't think I've told you yet what we're doing today. Well, we are going to have a real dinner together. And not like how we were currently doing it, where I would spoon feed you in bed. No. Instead, we'll have a real dinner where just the two of us sit at a dining table and learn more about each other. Although, in our case, it'll be more about letting you learn about me. Actually, now since I think about it, it's more of a date than an actual dinner. Who cares? They're almost like touching after all. I make the rules. Without further ado, let's get you out of bed and into that chair. Even though I love you so much, and you have been obedient recently, I can't exactly trust you to let you wander around the cabin freely, could I? So, let's move these leather restraints first, dear. Alright, and now your arms. Hold still, love. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not so fast. If you move your body too quickly, you'll only end up hurting yourself. So relax. The last time you were able to move and stretch yourself so freely was 2 weeks ago, in your last attempt to leave. I know it isn't healthy for your body to just be laying down all day doing nothing, and I know that as your caretaker, it seems kind of bit condescending, but think of it like this. You wouldn't want anyone or someone you care so much about, like a child, to accidentally hurt themselves as a result of letting them do whatever they want. In this case, it's letting them play outside. So when you find out that they'll end up doing something foolish that results in a scrape or a cut, not only do you have to bandage their wounds, but you also punish them to make sure they know what they did is wrong. In the child's case, it's simply just to keep them inside the house as a timeout for the rest of the day too, to make sure that they are safe and understand the consequences. But if their irresponsible behavior continues, then your punishment also needs to escalate. I think you understand the moral of the story, do you, darling? After all, ever since your last lesson, you've been doing so well to the point where I can reward you with a special occasion. I already have the table set up and the steak prepared, so the last thing I need to do before we begin is bring my special little guest to the table. Grab my hand and let me guide you. That's it. It's alright. Go as slowly as you need. I can wait for you. I love you, dear. Perfect. Sit still for me, and don't worry. I made sure the cuffs and leather straps won't cause you any discomfort or leave a rash. Push your legs against the chair, dear. Great. Remember, this is all for your safety, love. You know, I watched a lot of training videos for the hospital to make sure that when I brought you here, you would always be tightly secured under constant supervision. Hours upon hours of time did I spend studying how nurses care for those who can't themselves. All for the sake of you. I just cannot think of anyone else who would go this far for the person they love. It's been a while since you last been outside your room, hasn't it? The last time was because you were trying to find a way out. So I don't think you had a chance to appreciate the smaller details of her petite loveness. Do you see that half-filled bookshelf? All of those heavy-duty books are filled with photos of you, each shining brightly as the other, with you as the centerpiece. Pictures of when society still had its dirty claws on you. Ever since our destined meeting, I would follow you everywhere, snapping and saving every little action you did, big or small. It made no difference. It really is such a shame that I couldn't dress you up for this event, darling. I originally wanted you to wear a custom-tailored suit and all, but I figured that getting you out of bed to wear and get into the outfit would be nothing more than a hassle. Besides, I think having you eat formal dishes in your pajamas would be the most hilarious and cutest thing ever. Not like you get to decide. Hold on. I'm gonna open the door for us. And here we are. Look at our little dining table, dear. Isn't it absolutely adorable? I even covered it with special striped cloth, and even got some new fragrant flowers to put on the table. Aren't I such a dedicated lover? Let's park you here on the side. And perfect. I've already set up all the utensils and dishes all over the table just an hour ago. I initially wanted to do what we always have been doing, but ever since I brought you here when it came to your mealtime, that is, me personally hand feeding you, but I thought to myself, what's the reason? As another reward for your good behavior, I'm going to untie your dominant hand from the wheelchair restraint system, and only for the duration of our dinner. This way, you get to be able to eat all by yourself. Although, of course, I will occasionally feed you myself, love. I'm sorry, dear, but I can't resist the temptation. You're just so precious. Oh, also, you will only have access to a spoon for tonight. I can't let you have any ideas. Don't worry, I have a knife and fork so that I could cut the meat into cubes for you to enjoy yourself. As for drinks, I'll be drinking this, a non-alcoholic beverage. After all, can't be the only guard who lets his inmates escape while intoxicated, can I? And for you, my love, some of your favorite soda for you to enjoy. You know, some things that I always appreciate about you was just how imaginative you are. Way back when you were young, you would treat chocolate milk as if it was coffee. Similarity, you would also pretend that soda was beer, whiskey was vodka, etc. You never really grew out of that, huh? Much to the mockery of your family. But words cannot describe how happy I am that you didn't. These little quirks make you so much cuter than you already are, and just reinforces the fact that I only understand and appreciate you. I am the only one who can protect you. No one else will be able to protect you and see you for your achievements. They'll always make fun of you no matter how hard you try. I am the only one you need. So, here you are. Freshly baked loaves, butter included. Let me also free your right hand now, dear. So, don't move that much, thank you. Now to bring out the steak and... I can't believe this, darling. I forgot to bring some of those scenic candles to the table for us. God, I was just bragging about you of how much of an effort I put into you. This is so embarrassing. Hang still, dear. I'll quickly go to the basement and pick them right up. You can enjoy some of that bread while I quickly bring them. I hope you like them. I'm back, darling. Now, without further delay, let's begin. What is with me today? Trust me, darling, when I tell you that today wasn't an exception, I'm not like this normally. I guess that because I've been so excited for us to eat together, I've been rushing things when I know I shouldn't have. We're lucky that the glass didn't break, otherwise I would have probably had to cancel our night altogether. Such a waste. At least I was able to clean things up so quickly. Let me get another glass. Alright, there. And now we should begin to where we started, love. Before we begin, though, let's make a toast. To our blooming love. Can't you at least say it loud? Hold still, dear, and open your mouth. Say ah. Here you go. Good job. Another one. Open. Here comes the airplane. Good boy. You can bet that the next one will be a train, darling. So, have you gone anywhere recently? I know, I'm just playing with you. Come on. Please don't give me that look, darling. You want to know exactly where we are? Well, it's not like you'll ever be able to truly leave me, so I guess I'll tell you. We are all the way up in the mountains, love. I think it's an elevation of 2,000 feet above sea level, but that was what on the last road sign read. All the way back over in the last city, which is a couple 100 miles away. We might be just a lot higher than that, but I don't truly know or care. Oh, darling, no need to look so down. This is exactly why I can't trust you to be all alone by yourself. In case you haven't noticed, but you've been here long enough that snow has now begun falling. Actually, now that I think about it, it's not your fault that you don't know it's snowing. Your room doesn't have any windows, and, when I took you in, it was initially the end of autumn. Fun fact, I read somewhere that interrogation rooms or cells were specifically designed so that prisoners couldn't tell time. This way, mental fatigue and manipulation was easier for the captor to extract exactly what they wanted. I know I shouldn't tell you any of my psychological tactics, as it is essentially the same of revealing my cards, but I don't really care even if it makes it a little longer for you to break. After all, we have all the time in the world, and you have no hope of escape or rescue, darling. One last bite. Open up, dear. The train is coming. Good boy. You did so well tonight. Oop. We have a little something on your cheek. Let me get that for you. That was a delicious meal, dear. Tonight was even better than I had expected. What do you think? Oh, darling. Please don't give me that adorable beaming smile. If I get too much exposure, I might fall over dead. I'll clean up the table later after I'm done with you. Please place your hands onto the padded cuff armrests, and we'll get going. Thank you, love. You must be tired after eating all those steak, aren't you? I know you had soda, but I also know things that should give you energy, otherwise keep you awake. Seem not all that really have an effect on you. Anyways, let's go. What's that? I passed your room. Oh, darling. You know what you did. And exactly where are we going? You know, while I do love your very cute and happy expressions, I also think you're just as adorable when in pain. Actually, you might be even cuter than normal when you're in that state. And not to mention the build up when we match and we gather to test my tools. I can literally see the beautiful panic rising in your eyes. Oh, you're so precious and all mine. Shh, shh. Darling, if it makes you feel worse, I'll have you know that I always planned this event to be sort of a test for you. And yet, you failed! Of course! I understand that if you were given simple ways to escape, you would have taken them. Which is why I made sure to keep those knives and other obvious opportunities stashed away safely. I figured that once you found out there's no clear routes of escape, you would quit and just enjoy the rest of the night with me, which would indicate your progress. But I guess I was wrong in my judgment, unfortunately. When I first kidnapped you, no matter what I did, that first day, you spent the entire time thinking of ways to break out of your bonds and leave. You also tried your best to adorably block me out, as if I wasn't there. I'll give you this, though. After you realized your plan failed, as it will always do, you decide to play along and enjoy yourself. Instead of shutting down, whether it was because you were trying not to get caught, or if you were genuinely getting uncomfortable with me, it is certainly a lot better than how you acted weeks ago. But don't think I'll make your consequences lighter. How did I find out? First off, your nervous stuttering is adorable. Second, cameras, obviously. I know you know that I installed cameras in your room. That's a no-brainer. I also believe that you also understood that there were cameras in the hallways or in the foyer in case that you got that far. I don't know what happened, but you seem to believe that if the room wasn't a vital area or an exit, there would be no cameras. Maybe you could just believe that I was stupid, or most likely were so desperate that you'd take your chance. And you blew it. I knew from the start you hadn't swallowed your medicine that day and kept it after I walked out the room. So don't look like a deer frozen in headlights despite how cute it is. Besides, even without the cameras, did you really think that I wouldn't find your sweat suspicious? You were literally sitting there for what? 30 seconds? What am I going to do with you? I'm honestly still deciding. I might waterboard you, maybe give you a few new scars, but all I am sure of is your visit to my treatment chamber will be much worse than it was 2 weeks ago. Keep your fingers flat, dear. You should be grateful that I'm only looking at you from your non-dominant hand. Let me see. Last time, I ripped off 8 of your fingernails. To make it more severe, I might just cut off 2 fingers this time. But which one? I obviously can't take your ring finger. Where else would I be able to slip on our wedding rings? Oh, maybe I might take the middle finger for obvious reasons, but I may also collect your cute little pinky. We'll see. Maybe the punishment will be much worse when I get you down there. Or should I cut off your leg? Literally cut off any more major attempts to escape. But I know how much you love to prance around, and not being able to watch you skip might punch a hole in my heart. I can't cut off your leg unless you keep misbehaving. So I'll fillet your skin and get my point across. Decisions. Quiet, dear. You brought this upon yourself. You know my philosophy. Each punishment will be worse than the last. I've given you plenty of chances, but you still stick your nose in defiance. Well, I don't really care. Sooner or later, you will be captivated. I think you've been screaming for long enough. Let me just shut you up. There you are, love. Exactly just like the good days. I think we've stalled long enough, haven't we, dear? If there's only one last thing I should say before your punishment begins, it's that I will always love you, darling. And you'll never leave me. You'll never leave me. Oh, God. Yes. Now it's time